Thanks for staying with us at STL Live. I'm Jade Harrell. My guest today is Joe Ruby with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And Joe is here to invite us to the 9th annual Hunt for a Cure Spring Egg Hunt. The Hunt for a Cure was created to find a cure for leukemia, lymphoma, Hodgkin's disease, and myeloma, and to improve the quality of life of their patients as well as their families. You all have been at work for 9 years with this fundraiser. How do you distribute the work, the services, and the monies that are generated for your effort for a cure?
Well, for the actual event itself, we have volunteers that specifically do things. We have volunteers that work registration. We have egg layers that come out and put the eggs. We have 5 bunny trails arranged by age for the children, from smaller ones up to older ones. We have costume characters come out and entertain the children. We sell bunny ears that the children can buy. We have bunny trail monitors. Sometimes the little ones get separated from their families.
Oh, sure.
So we have people out there to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't wander off and get lost from their families. The bunny flies in via helicopter. This year, I believe St. Louis Children's Hospital is providing the helicopter.
Nice.
And then he rides up to the stage on a horse-drawn carriage. And then after the eggs have all been picked up, then the children can come up for a photo op with the bunny and everything. So then that's how we do that. And then the bunny, he disappears for another 11 months. So.
Well, I mean, to come in on a helicopter, he's quite a rock star bunny here. It takes something.
Yeah.
But with such a grand entrance, how many folks are coming out for? Have you seen?
Oh,
what are the
boy,
numbers?
I haven't seen any numbers. I think last year, I may be way off on this. I'm going to say about 8,000 families come in. Yeah, so that's just a very rough estimate.
That's tremendous. That's tremendous.
Yeah.
So then, if we were to look at the organization, then while that event is a lot of fun, you have some other initiatives and efforts. Yeah. What about as you're mobilizing for the research and the work? How are you comprised? How is the organization?
We have basically
structured?
3 major components.
Okay.
We have first of all our student series, which is our program that educates children about blood cancers. It's called a Pennies for Patient program, where in the different schools we'll have boxes placed for the children can put their spare change in the boxes and raise money for blood cancer research that way. And then we visit the schools and educate the children about blood cancers and about the importance of volunteerism and giving back to the community. Then the second component is our events, which includes the Hunt for a Cure. We also have our Students of the Year, which the students compete for raising money. These are like high school and college-age students.
How much they raise, they compete for their...
Exactly, right. And then we have Man and Woman of the Year, in which adults do the same thing. And whoever the top male fundraiser and the top female fundraiser is, we have a grand finale and announce the winners of those events too, and we raise a lot of money that way.
Does the bunny show up for that?
The bunny doesn't show up for that. He's just strictly there for the hunt. But and our biggest event is our Light the Night Walk, which is always the last Saturday of September in Forest Park, and that's when I started volunteering for the chapter many years ago. It was almost like a small county fair, but it's grown exponentially, and now we have a goal of over $1 million that we shoot for, because it's just grown by leaps and bounds.
Well,
and it's a big fair.
It's humongous. But the fact that you could actually put $1 million in sight as a goal, that's something that's within reach and achievable, is very admirable.
Yeah.
While it is a large event, it's one of the most moving. Share a little bit quickly before we leave about the lights and the significance of them.
Yeah, we used to have balloons, and then we switched to lanterns. We have red lanterns for participants. We have white lanterns for in memory of someone who's been lost, and we have yellow lanterns for people who are survivors. Yeah. And people come in and they'll get the lanterns. They'll get people to sponsor them to raise money for the walk. And then right at sunset, we have a fire truck there, and they'll send out like a klaxon or a siren, and people will start walking through the route with the lanterns held aloft, and they turn on the lanterns, and the lanterns are alight, and they flash off and on. It's a very beautiful sight, and it's a very moving sort of thing. And we have tributes. We have to people who've lost their lives to to blood cancers. People get up and speak, and it's a great event. You know.
It really is. It's very touching, inspiring, and one of what I feel like are really great signature events for
really
raising
is.
awareness and funds for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely,
what a tremendous, it's probably a joy to volunteer.
Oh, it really is, yeah. It's a lot of work. It's a busy day. It's a full day.
For sure. Well, it's coming up soon.
Yeah.
So please support the Hunt for a Cure presented by the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society on April 20th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. For more information, call 314-590-2230. Thank you for joining me today, Joe Ruby.
Thank you, Jade.
We have another exciting guest coming up. Stay with us. There is more STL Live right after this.